That's my cask, shrouded in red. When I'm gone, don't leave me there. It's these lips that you betrayed. Little darling, I love you. How I love you, none can tell. In your heart, you love another. Little darling, power of mine.
Oh, he wanted to tweak it out. How's that, son?
Yeah, do some more.
Yeah, I'm enjoying playing with these white boys. Oh, there's something different, son, than playing with you Indians. How about a little fireball mail?
Fireball me? All
Yeah.
right. We'll try it there, folks.
All right, let it rip, boys. Be careful. Where it rips. Now give these other two guys a hand, will you?
Yeah, let me grab out another guitar.
Yeah.
Let me get that.
What we doing?
You just draw a check.
That would be nice.
Tell us another joke.
Oh, he's got it, man.
He ain't got any jokes. I think most of what he tells is the truth.
Hey, anything I tell you folks, you can take it to the bank and get cash on it. Oh, we got a bass player coming up here.
Yeah, multi-talented.
That don't look like Shawn to me.
Son, you ought to cover them,
My legs?
yeah, you want to cover them up. I've seen better looking legs under a coffee table. He won't let me come on the next cruise, will he? Oh, I'm just happy today. Let me hear you say amen. Oh, are you having fun on this cruise? Anybody going hungry? I tell you what, if you'll meet us down in the restaurant tonight, I'll buy every one of you his meal. The boys and I, we appreciate every part. I mean, it's a wonderful cruise. And I got hot lips on this one. We went over to the island today. Yeah, I was afraid to pee in the shower. I was afraid they might put me over there in one of them Mexican set of bars. What you got, boys?
We had a request.
All right.
Yeah, let's try it.
For the sunny side of life. There's a dark and a stormy side of life. There's a bright and a sunny side too. Though we meet with the darkness and strife, the sunny side we also may keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten our way. It will keep on the sunny side of life. Storm and its fury rules today, rushing hopes that we treasure so dear. Stormy clouds when in time pass away, the sun will shine again bright and clear. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten all our way. It will keep on the sunny side of life.
Yeah.
Oh, the storms and its fury rules today, crushing hopes that we treasure so dear. Stormy clouds will in time pass away. Oh, the sun will shine again bright and clear. Oh, keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day. It will brighten our way. It will keep on the sunny side of life. Let us keep on the sunny side of life.
Alex, you and I do a little, I wonder how the old folks are at home.
Oh, that's a good one.
And G.
G chord, let me get there.
G for dog.
G for dog.
You boys put it wherever it's easy for you. $1 million singer can do it anywhere.
You don't much like these cruise ships, do you?
No, I like most of it. There's couple things I don't really like about them.
What's that?
I don't really care for their toilet paper. I wish they'd get better quality of toilet
Whoa,
paper.
whoa, whoa, what's wrong with it?
Well, I'd call it John Wayne toilet paper.
What do you mean, John Wayne?
It's rough and tough and takes nothing off of nobody. And I don't really like them stools you have to sit out on.
You don't like the toilet stool?
No, they don't flush, they suck. I tell you, a skinny woman, buddy, she'd be gone. I have a nightmare every night thinking about I'll never see my one daughter-in-law. All right, what we got, Steve?
I wonder how the old folks are at home.
That'll be a good one, boy. Let's make a big one out of this.
You and I do a duet.
We don't need them other two boys.
I wonder how the old folks are.
folks are at home, and I wonder if they'll miss me while I roam. Wonder if they'll pray for the boy who went away, left his dear old parents all alone. You could hear the cattle lowing in the lane as they walk down in the Mississippi rain. You could almost hear them cry as they kiss their boy goodbye. Well, I wonder how the old folks are at home. I'll get her, Bill Monroe. Come on, Banker. Well, I wonder how the old folks are at home, and I wonder if they'll miss me while I roam. Wonder if they'll pray for the boy who went away, left his dear old parents all alone. You could hear the cattle lowing in the lane as they walked down in the Mississippi rain. You could almost hear them cry when they kissed their boy goodbye. Well, I wonder how the old folks are at home. Do it again, boy, do a better job. Come on, big man.
Homestead on the vine.
Yeah, boy.
And the mothers love to shield you from all harm.
Get the light.
The mother's love so true, and a sweetheart who loves you. In the village near the homestead on the vine. And you could hear the cattle lowing in the lane. You could see the fields of bluegrass where I roam. And almost hit him crying. Kiss the boy goodbye. I wonder how the old folks are at home.
Well, the first round, boys, on that picking, I didn't think I was going to get to use you boys anymore. But thought we'd give you the second chance, and I'm telling you, both of you boys come through.
Oh, goodness. Sing to ourselves, didn't we?
They're better today than they were yesterday.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex, I
Yes,
want you
sir.
to, in case you hadn't met her, but you got yourself another DJ, a fellow DJ out here. She works out on the West Coast.
Really?
He's a DJ from the
Arizona.
Tennessee,
Arizona.
and this is an Arizona DJ.
Nice.
So
Good
y'all
to
got
meet
something in common right there. She carries this style of music far and wide out there on the West.
you. Nice.
And they've both been playing my new record.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, you got another?
I've been playing everybody except GoldWing. You're not on Spotify.
Denise, this is an East Tennessee man right in here, and he carries that bluegrass music. Tell them a little bit about your radio stuff you do out
All right. If anybody's interested in checking it out, let's see. What is today? Is it Monday or
It's Monday.
Sunday.
today's?
Well, I think it's Monday.
It really don't matter, but we couldn't catch it Tuesday this week anyway. But once we get off this ship, I'll be back next Tuesday. I do it every Tuesday night. Started on there when I was 9 years old, and it's wdvx.com. If anybody wants me to write it down for you, just give me a holler after a while, and I'll be glad to do that. And it's every Tuesday night from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time.
Nice.
And we play a lot of good bluegrass music, and play a lot of the old-time bluegrass. And I've been playing Mr. Allen's record on there. He's got a good new one there.
On my internet, on my phone.
He's got it on the internet. You can get it far and wide. And I think I interviewed Paul here a couple of years ago on there, and I don't know where he was at. I believe he was at a basketball game or something. But as soon as I said East Tennessee's own WDVX, right now we're going to speak to a good friend of ours by the name of Paul Baldridge with the GoldWing Express.
Yeah.
You know what the first thing he said was?
Go tell him.
Who am I speaking to? Howard Stern? We had a good interview that night.
Hey, well, these boys are getting their next song together. Let's see if they can follow us on the Tennessee Stud. Let's
What gear is that?
Tennessee Stud.
Yeah, key to D.
D, all right.
Yeah. D-Dog, boys, D-Dog.
I'm looking at an Oklahoma stud right here.
All right, we'll just try it. Yeah.
Oh, you'll try anything, won't you? For
Yeah,
money.
that's
Along about 1825, I left Tennessee very much alive. I never could have forded the Arkansas flood if I hadn't been a riding on the Tennessee Stud. I had a little trouble with my sweetheart's pawn. One of her brothers was a bad outlaw. I sent her a letter by my Uncle Fudd, and I got away on the Tennessee Stud. We ventured on down into no man's land, across the river called the Rio Grande. Pulled her gun with us, and I got away on the Tennessee Stud. Me and a gambler, we couldn't agree. We got in a fight over Tennessee.
Look out there.
We pulled our guns and it fell with a flood, and I got away on the Tennessee Stud. The Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood. The devil was a horse like the Tennessee Stud. All right, boy. Come on, boy. Yeah, boy. Y'all y'all sing the next verse?
I don't know it, I don't think.
I forgot it too.
Pick it up.
Gotta make something up.
Ventured on back across Arkansas. I whipped her brother and I whipped her paw. I met the girl with the golden hair, and the Tennessee Stud met the Tennessee mare. Stare up and side by side, over the mountains and the valleys wide. Fell in love with the golden hair, and the Tennessee Stud fell in love with the mare. The Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and the devil was a horse like the Tennessee Stud. Piggy boy, I'll do better next time. Come on, Alan. I'll try to remember this last one. I heard a little baby on the cabin floor. I heard a young colt playing around the door. I fell in love with the golden hair, and the Tennessee Stud loved the Tennessee mare. The Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. the nerve and he had the bug. There never was a horse like the Tennessee stud.
Oh,
Never was a horse like the Tennessee stud.
oh. Who sang that song, we'll give you one of Alex's CDs free.
Kenny Arnold. Yep. that was
Jimmy
him.
Driftwood.
No,
Jimmy
Jimmy
Driftwood.
Driftwood.
We got a winner.
He wrote it, didn't he?
Yeah, he wrote
see the songwriter?
He's the songwriter.
He is.
That was Denny.
that and Ballad of
Connie,
Orleans.
that's all right. How'd you know that? Wow.
I was there. I
You know,
went,
Don't tell him.
I went down and
huh?
I went down and visited Jimmy Driftwood.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Doug, what did you say now?
I did.
Steve, I got a question.
She likes her music.
Well, I only knew of Doc Watson to do it.
Oh, Doc did a good version.
Yeah, I only knew of him, but Jimmy Driftwood was all right. Okay.
Steve, I got a question for Connie here on the front row.
All right, Connie.
Connie, can you give me one sentence with 2 words in it?
Whoa, what?
Liver and cheese.
Liver and cheese.
That may be too hard for a woman. Let me try this old boy over here on the front row. I give up on you.
Yeah.
You don't know?
Live-
Can anybody?
What do you want to do there? Make it
One sentence with 2 words in it. Liver and cheese.
You can have other words.
just one sentence with 2 words?
I had a liver cheese sandwich.
No?
Very good, but it's not the one I was thinking of. I still give you an A+. I'm going to tell you the one I know. Liver alone, cheese mine. Now for you that don't catch on real fast, let me do it again. Liver alone, cheese mine. All right, what we got, boys?
They're gonna do that here.
All right, get it, boys.
An A?
Acorn?
Yeah, that's
All
right.
right.
Hey, Dad.
Oh, buddy. Hey, like an apple?
That Canadian key, eh?
Hey, how many Canadians we got here?
All right.
We got 2. All
We had a
right.
whole bunch on the cruse.
We did.
A whole bunch.
Hey, you're the whole crowd.
Like almost 4 dozen.
Yeah.
You're almost there.
Let's see.
Hey, Pop. Hey.
Hey, what is my butt, boys?
What was the
You want to pick one, Mickey?
You can if you
All right,
want.
that's a good one.
Oh, the 9-pound hammer is a little too heavy for my size, honey, for my size. Going on a mountain, gonna see my baby. Ain't it coming back? Ain't it coming back? Roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. High road, real road. Long way to Harlan, long way to Hazard, just to get a little cold. Yeah, just to get a little cold. Now when I'm long gone, make my tombstone out of number 9 gold, out of number 9 gold. Roll on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll? When the wheels won't roll. Ain't one hammered, ain't in this tunnel. Rings like mine, but ring like mine. Rings like silver, shines like gold. Rings like silver, Lord, and shine like gold. Run on, buddy, don't you roll so slow. How can I roll when the wheels don't roll? done killed John Henry. It ain't gonna kill me. It ain't gonna kill me. You better roll on, buddy. You gotta make your time. I'm broke down, Lord, and can't make mine. Roll on, buddy. Don't you roll so slow. How can I roll? The way you wanna go.
Let's learn a little bit about these boys here. Alex, now you're a guitar player. You're a banjo player. What else do you play?
Oh goodness, I don't know about that.
Can you play mandolin?
He can. I done seen it.
I can. I know a chord or two on one.
Can you play banjo?
Not well enough to really do it.
How about clawhammer, kid?
I could claw hammer you for something, probably.
Clawhammer's a banjo though.
Yeah.
What Lord you asking for?
Here,
Now,
Alex.
this is the old time banjo style right here. When you talk about banjo playing, clawhammer.
I ain't real good at it, but I'll.
Grandpa Jones, y'all remember him out there, right? We're gonna do you some clawhammer style. I tried to learn it, I couldn't get it down. I can pick it.
Probably G. Hold on.
I started playing when I was 10 years old. Huh?
I don't know how you couldn't.
I
That's the
know.
best I ever heard.
Well, I couldn't get the rhythm right. You know, the nose is the most musical part of your body. You can pick it or blow it. Here's some old-time clawhammer style banjo picking. Did you ever learn that art, how to clawhammer?
I've tried and tried, Steve, but I never have been able to get that down. I love that clawhammer style, but
I can't get it either. I tried it.
But I'm gonna tell you, I got a good buddy by the name of Philip Steinmetz.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know Philip? Yeah. And I got another good one by the name of Robert Montgomery.
Oh, yeah.
And y'all don't let neither one of them know I was down here doing this, okay? What happens here on Carnival Vista needs to stay right here.
Hey, I gotta tell him. Brand new pair of boots he bought this morning, everybody.
Yeah.
And a belt to match.
I don't know if y'all see that, but it, boy, it matches up just right.
Let me hear all you girls go, woo!
Y'all know the let's see, do Lord, oh do Lord.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Let me see if I can get it going here. Well, I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. Oh, I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. I got a home in glory land that outshines the sun. Look way beyond the blue
Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Denny?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got an idea. Hey, listen, can we do that?
Come on up here, Denny. Well, you ain't doing nothing.
Well, I'm just sitting here.
Daddy, do you know the words to Daddy Sing Bass?
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I guess I could.
He's got what key?
What key you want to do then? What key? Key's fine.
Denny, you want to play the guitar?
No, well, you're doing good. I just want to show off my belly.
Man, Denny, you look like you've been pumping iron.
No, I've been out. I went on one of them excursions, and if I feel a little dizzy, the last thing we had was a tequila sample, and we tested about 11 different tequilas, and so I may sing tenor. I don't know.
All right, let's try it.
Oh, yeah,
All right, kid, you're gonna have to take the lead, right?
I can do whatever y'all want.
All right.
You do it all, buddy.
He's getting him a pick real quick.
All right. Yeah, we're not in a hurry.
What chord are we going to do?
I think he said G.
G. Oh, I love that old Pentecostal G.
Yeah, Pentecostal G.
Denny, I'm going to tell you something, buddy. I thoroughly enjoyed your family yesterday. It's been a long time. That little wife of yours and that daughter.
I know it. And she's still on an excursion. We ain't found her yet.
I tell you, Denny, if you ever learn how to sing, buddy, your family is going to go places.
All right, you ready, boys? Go ahead.
Yeah.
G Cole.
All right. Well, I remember when I was a lad, times was hard and things were bad. There's a silver lining behind every cloud. Just poor people is all we were, trying to make a living out of like lender. Be together in the family circle, singing loud. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sang tenor.
me and little brother John sing have trouble soul. Now one of these days it won't be long. I'm gonna join the midnight song. Be together in the family circle a little while. Know the circle won't be broken by my Lord by and by. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sang tenor.
me and little brother John riding there in the sky, Lord in the sky. Play something, little boys.
Alan, you sound like a chihuahua. Sheila, come on up here. Now both of you sound like chihuahua.
Are you ready? I remember after work, Mama, she'd calling all of us. You could hear us singing 4 country miles. Now little brother, he done gone on, but I'm gonna join him in that song. Be together in the family circle in a little while. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sang tenor.
hey, brother, we join right in there. Seem to help that troubled soul. Well, one of these days it won't be long. I'm gonna join him in that song. Be together in the family circle in a little while. Oh no, that circle won't be broken by and by, Lord, by and by. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sang tenor.
me and little brother was going right in there. Sky, Lord, in the sky. Sit in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Wait a minute now. I got more work for you. See how these folks really jumped there with mine? How about just a little talk with Jesus? Oh, that'd be something, wouldn't it?
Whatever key y'all do.
Yeah, boy. Jesus.
That's, oh, Shawn must
Where's
like
G
G.
chord?
All right. You start it off, or who starts it off?
You start off, Dad.
Give us a Nashville turnaround.
All right, I get everybody waiting. Something left on it?
What's the first verse? I want the lost.
Oh, once was lost in sin.
Yeah, different song. I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in. Heaven filled my soul. It made my heart in love and wrote my name above. And just a little talk with Jesus made me whole.
Now let us
Have a little talk with Jesus.
let us
Tell him all about our trouble.
He will
Hear our faintest cry. Answer by and by. Then the prayer will turn it.
Then you'll
Know
know
that the fire's burning.
you will
Have a
find
little talk with Jesus makes it right. All right, folks, over there.
How's the second verse go? I may have doubts and fears, my eyes be filled with tears. Jesus is one who watches day and night. I go to him in prayer. He knows my every care. And just a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Now let us
Have a little talk with Jesus.
let us
Tell him all about our trouble.
He will
Hear
hear
our
our
faintest
prayer.
cry.
He will
Answer by and
Now
by.
when you hear the prayer returning, then you'll know that fire is burning. Find a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Well, you will find a little talk with Jesus makes it right.
Boy, it is. I think Denny's a world low note singer right there.
He's the best.
He does a good job.
Yes, sir.
Hey, y'all know that I'm using my Bible for a road nap?
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one right there. What chord there, boy?
Boys, we're traveling on the road now. We used to have to use them atlases. Boy, them atlases are something else. Going through New York. Thank goodness for the GPSs that came along.
Amen.
Y'all ever use an atlas out there?
Oh, yeah.
They're not very fun. You still do? Oh. Well, I'll tell you what. We used to do a lot of shows out there on that road. Man, feels good to be in one place. Sleep with one woman. Out here.
Alex, I got to thinking what you were saying a while ago about Paul.
Oh, yeah?
I know what he was doing when you called him.
You know what he was doing?
Yeah, he was getting married again.
Oh. Was that the second or the 12th or the 13th daughter-in-law? Do you know which one it was? 14th.
What chord, boys?
Hey,
A, okay.
Oh, I like it.
That's a good one right there.
that's a good.
That's a hard one to play.
We better sing a gospel song. Woo! Using my Bible for a road map. I'm using my Bible for a road map. The children of Israel used it too. They crossed the Red Sea of destruction, for God was there to see them through. There'll be no detours in heaven, no rough roads along the way. I'm using my Bible for a road map. My last stop is heaven some sweet day. Oh yeah! Woo! Jesus said the way was narrow. He said few there'd be that enter in. But he knows the fall of every sparrow. On him alone you can depend. There'll be no detours in heaven, no rough roads along the way. tell me what to do. The 12 disciples are my road signs, and Jesus will see me safely through. There'll be no detours in heaven, no rough roads along the way. I'm using my Bible for a road mine. My last stop is heaven some sweet day. My last stop is heaven some sweet day.
Hey, I like y'all's harmonies right there. That's good. Jesse McReynolds
You boys will be
style.
going somewhere, you stay
The
with us.
cross picking.
So explain it to us.
Well, okay, I'll have Alan to do it. Alan, come up here. Now, what the style he was playing is called cross picking.
I want to
See, like Alan's is cross picking. Well, Dad gets his all crossed up. There is a difference. Hit a little of that good cross picking
what it
style.
is.
Cross picking.
Cross picking.
Really?
Yeah.
show us.
When I got it on the, I do it on the guitar too, but when I do it on the guitar, I do it like George Shuffler with a forward roll.
There's a
But
difference.
on the mandolin, if you're going to do it on the mandolin, you're supposed to do it like Jesse McReynolds.
Yeah, yeah.
He uses the backwards roll. You got forward. See, we're talking banjo stuff now. You know,
That's right.
you got forward rolls and backwards rolls and alternated rolls and casseroles and, and all that like that.
Jelly rolls.
Jelly rolls. But it's just this little doohickey here versus playing on the string.
Okay.
And then sometimes you can make it a little more. If you want to make it a little more complicated. That was a roll, but I was hitting a different note every
Wow.
And
But
it's
it-
How did
tumbling.
you learn to do that?
Huh?
What's your background in music?
Oh man, I've listened to 1,000,000 Jim and Jesse records at some point in time.
So how old were you when you picked up an instrument?
You just picked up. Last week.
Yeah. Now I started with the guitar when I was 13, and I started on the mandolin when I was 14. And I used to play pretty decent banjo. My daughters took my banjo away from me, is what has happened. I used to play Scrooge style banjo, and I did that when I was 15. Then I started to fiddle, and I'm gonna get that fiddle out here in a little bit. But anyway,
Fiddle.
yeah, I've got an 18-year-old daughter that plays banjo, and she's took my banjo away from me. And the only thing she'll let me practice is claw hammer now. So that's
it.
That's it.
So
I was
you're,
wondering about that.
so you have natural talent.
Well, now my mother plays the piano and the accordion. Oh, y'all, I'm talking about the one with the piano
Yep,
keys
yep,
on one
yep.
side and all like
Yep, yep.
100 buttons on
Yep,
this
yep,
side, you know, and play it in any key. And she put Sally Ann Forrester to shame, Alex. I ain't lying to you. My mama could play an accordion. And then my dad played the guitar a little bit and different ones in
So
his
it's a
family.
born-in, bred, raw talent.
I had a great uncle, his name was Roy Schaffer, who was recording on Bluebird Records in the 30s. He's the second person to record this Great Speckled Bird, actually, in 1938, I think, something like that. Have you ever heard of Roy Schaffer?
Yes, sir.
That's my great uncle, believe it or not.
Is that
Yeah.
right?
He wrote the coupon song with Bill Monroe.
He's gonna do the Home Sweet Home real quick.
All right.
Do a little cross picking with it.
Home Sweet Home?
Yeah.
What key do you, C or D?
D,
or
probably
D?
D.
Okay. D.
Yeah, try a little bit.
All right, I don't want to get too fast now, I'll be done hurt myself.
I'll try it.
fine, boy. Boy, that's fine.
Fine picture.
Thank you.
I'd like to hear these boys, I'd like to hear these boys, or Denny and his wife, whoever can do it, the House of Gold.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, that'd be a good one.
You can lead it.
No, I don't know enough of it. Denny?
I haven't done it in a long time.
Well, come on up here and practice.
What song is it?
I'm gonna learn how to
House
play
of Gold, I guess.
All right.
You know some of it?
No, just the title of it.
I'd rather be, whatever key you guys do,
Whatever
I'll
that is.
Maybe try D.
D or a C?
do. No matter. Well, I'd rather be in a deep, dark grave and know that my poor soul was saved than to live in this world in a house of gold and deny my God and lose my soul. Some people steal, they cheat and lie for wealth and what it will buy. Oh, don't they know on that judgment day that gold and silver, it will melt away. Now, I'm not sure about the last verse, so if anybody knows it, sing it. What good is gold and silver too if your heart's not pure and true? Oh, sinner, hear me when I say, fall down upon your knees and pray, and I'd rather be in a deep dark grave and know that my poor soul was saved than to live in this world in a house of gold and deny my God and my soul and deny my God and lose my soul and lose my soul.
Well, have y'all enjoyed it so far? Alan and Alan, Denny and Sheila, and the white man. We're going to do them one more song, and then we're going to get Denny and Sheila up here next. I tell you, I love shows like this.
Amen.
All of us do.
I like shows like that. Oh, break that fiddle out. You got to have a fiddle in the band.
All right.
You know, when I was thinking, these guys and just the amazing talents that they have, and boy, it's sure showing today. They're doing a mighty fine job.
Yeah, buddy. What you gonna do, Alan?
Let's do the G.
G, all right.
Golden Slippers.
Oh, okay.
Y'all remember that old song?
Oh, yeah.
That's a gospel song. I had a fella told me all about it the other day. He said
Alan?
it goes way back like
Gee, I think he
to the
said-
1800s. Said a fella down in Georgia wrote this song. He was a shoe shinesman.
Shoe shine.
Down on the streets downtown in Atlanta somewhere, was shining folks' shoes to make his way through the world. Put this song together about golden slippers.
All right.
So, I'm gonna warn y'all, I don't play this slow.
That's all right.
I'm not gonna take these picks off.
I might
I
even
didn't give
get
them the sting.
I might even get swoofed with it before the very end.
All right.
Swift. Y'all know that word?
Give it all.
We got any Mississippi folks in here? Any Alabama, Arkansas? Well, y'all know Swift. Y'all know that's a word, don't you? I've had to explain that everywhere I've been, all over this country. You can believe it. Did y'all say Swift in Oklahoma?
We just say fast.
I was up there in Iowa, and they kept looking at me funny. I said, this was Swift. They said, you mean Swift? I said, no, Swift is faster than Swift. I thought everybody knew that, you know? I tell you what, I may just start out Swift and get Swift. Oh, yeah. As long as we got a banjo, because I ain't playing this whole song by myself. Alright, reinforcements, that's all I care about. Here we go.
If they mind advertising me as the White Lou Rawls. So that's what they did. Now, today, I don't think we could get away with it, but back in those days, you could call anybody what you wanted. It didn't matter. But anyway, I thought it'd be kind of nice to do a song I recorded because it reminded me so much of how much I enjoyed working with Roger Miller. Now, Roger was a different puppy. He could write some great songs. Half the time he didn't even know he was on stage. But that's all right. When he got up there, he just took off and everybody loved his music. So I'm going to start off and you guys help me by snapping your fingers. Can you do this one? All right, if you know it, help me out. You ready, sweetheart?
I'm ready. Here we go.
All right, we got it. If they don't work, lick them. Trailers for sale or rent. Rooms to let 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pet. I ain't got no cigarettes. I'm at 2 hours just pushing me a broom. Buys me a 8x12 42 Bible. Man of means by no means. King of the road. 3rd boxcar, midnight train. Destination Bangor, Maine. old worn out suit and shoes, but I don't pay no union dues. I smoke old stogies I have found, short but not too big around. I'm a man of means by no means. Everybody, king of the road. I know every engineer on every train, all the little kiddies, each one of their names. Every handout in every town, every lock, it ain't locked when no one's around. I'm seeing trailers for sale for rent, rooms to live 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no bed. Your turn.
I ain't got no sense.
Yeah, you don't need them. 2 hours of just pushing the broom. Buys me a 8 by 12 4-bedroom. I'm a man of means by no means. Your turn. King of the road. Oh, you sound good. King of the road. One more time. King of the road. All right, Shawn. King of the road. I had to do that for Shawn. I love the way he sings. He's the only man that can sing bass and sound like a train at the same time.
He does a good job on
He
it.
does a good job.
Well, like I told you several years ago, we actually did a tribute to Jim Reeves and Patsy Cline. Do you guys like Patsy Cline?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then you might remember this song, because this is the song that made the whole world stop and take notice of Miss Patsy Cline. It's the song that she sang on the Arthur Godfrey show the night that she won the contest. And after this, she was a national sensation.
Oh, she was.
And everybody knew who she was. So if y'all know it, y'all help me out on it, all right? Aw, come on, girls. Y'all know this one. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along that highway. Well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, the night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. All right.
What do y'all think? She doing a good job on that Patsy? All right, all you girls, find you a fella, look at him and sing to him.
Come on, y'all know the words.
Find that fella, guys, girls.
I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, the night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be.
Everybody now, let me hear you.
I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere walking after midnight, searching for me.
Oh, good job, sweetheart.
You know, you were kind of saying you wanted to do a gospel song that we didn't have on there. You want to do that?
Which one you want me to do? You want me to do it now?
Yeah, if you want to do it. Y'all want to hear him do another gospel song?
You know what,
I have to find it first, though.
Are we gonna do Beulah Land?
That's the one they wanted to do.
I recorded this years ago, as most of you may not know. I sang bass with the Blackwoods, and I joined them in 1973. Now, the famous Blackwoods started in 1933. I did not start with them. I just want y'all to know that. Now, I'm going to let you put that guitar down just for a minute. And I love gospel music. Here, I'll do it. You just say something. It goes like this.
There we go. I'll let you bend over and do that. Go right ahead.
You're a lot younger
doing
than I
great.
am to bend over again. I can get over, I just can't get back up. But out of all the great gospel songs, there's been many of them, and I've been so blessed to be able to sing with the Blackwoods and record. I've recorded in gospel music about 28 gospel albums, and that's with the Blackwoods. And I'm honored to say that we have an album in Graceland with my picture on it from 1975. And Elvis, when he passed away, Graceland called us. They said that when he passed away, they found a small stack of albums on his personal stereo he kept in his bedroom. Now, he had a big music room. He had televisions and stereos, and he had thousands and thousands of albums. But he only kept a small group of albums that he liked to listen to over and over in his bedroom. Well, they said they found about 3 or 4 on his stereo. And ours is one of them from 1975, the Blackwoods. And so they have it on display right on his nightstand in his bedroom. So if you ever go up there, I took my wife up there and I showed her my picture on the album from 1975, and I said, "Look, sweetheart, you married a museum piece." If you make it in a museum, you're a museum piece. That's all I got to say. But we had recorded this song, and I hadn't sang it in a long time, and I'm going to give my wife a little bit of a breather. But if you guys love good gospel the way I do, here's one I want you to help me. It's called Beulah Land, and I hope I can remember it all. Well, I'm kind of homesick for a country to which I've never been before. No sad goodbyes up there will be spoken. 'Cause time, it won't matter anymore. If you guys know it, sing it with me. Beulah, I'm longing for you. And someday on me I'll stand. Then my home shall be eternal. Beulah, sweet Beulah. I'm looking now just across that old river where my faith, it's gonna end in sight. Now listen to me. We've only got a few more days right down here to labor. Then you know what? Then we're gonna take that heavenly flight. Everybody in Beulah land.
I thought you guys would like that.
Yeah, I love gospel music, and you could tell it, you know, because gospel music is something that you sing from the heart. And now I get to work with my wife and be her sidekick.
Oh, goodness.
That's the best job in the world. I don't know if y'all know this. Working with your wife and having her as your boss. How many men do that? The rest of you should. That's all I'm going to say. It's got its perks and benefits, I guarantee you. What's that old saying? Mom ain't happy?
Ain't nobody happy.
No, you sleep in the garage. That's exactly.
Well, we're going to change things up just a little bit. We're going to go back to talking about something not quite so religious. But I grew up in a small town. How many of you guys grew up in a small town? There we go. You know, it doesn't matter what state you're from. A small town is a small town. I grew up in one of those towns that you did something on one side of town, and by the time you got to the other side of town, everybody knew about it, especially my mama. Well, that's what this song right here reminds me of. It reminds me of the little town that I grew up in. See if you guys remember this one. It kind of reminds me of my mama too, because she's a little feisty like this. Oh, if y'all know this one, help me out, all right? I want to tell you all the story about a Hopper Valley widow wife who had a teenage daughter who attended Hopper Valley Junior High. Well, the daughter come home one afternoon and didn't even stop to play. She said, Mom, I got a note here from the Hopper Valley PTA. Well, the note said, Miss Johnson, you've been wearing your dresses way too high. And it's reported you've been drinking and are running around with men and going wild. And we don't believe you ought to be bringing up your little girl this way. And it was signed by the secretary, Hopper Valley PTA. Well, it happened that the PTA was gonna meet that very afternoon. And they were sure surprised when Miss Johnson wore her mini skirt into the room. And as she walked up to the blackboard, I can still recall the words she had to say. She said, I'd like to address this meeting of the Hopper Valley PTA. Well, there's Bobby Taylor sitting there, and 7 times he's asked me for a date. And Mrs. Taylor sure seems to use a lot of ice whenever he's away. And Mr. Baker, could you tell us why your secretary had to leave this town? And shouldn't Widow Jones be told to keep her window shades all pulled completely down? Well, Mr. Harper couldn't be here because he stayed too long at Kelly's bar again. And if you smell Shirley Thompson's breath, you'll find she's had a little nip of gin. And then you have the nerve to tell me you think that as mother I'm not fit. Well, this is just a little pagan place in your Hopper Valley hypocrite. Well, I wouldn't put you on because it really did. It happened just this way. The day my mama socked it to the Hopper Valley PTA. Come on, y'all know it, help me out. The day my mama socked it to the Hopper Valley PTA. Oh, that's a fun song to
That's a
sing.
great song right after a gospel.
I know, right?
I think we need to do another gospel, get this crowd repented.
I know it, I know it, I
I
know
thought
it.
you was going to say Harper's Valley and go down to the casino there.
Well, we're going to do a love song, though. That's kind of
How many
good.
people are in love? Raise your hand if you're in love.
Come on, should be all you boys.
Oh, you boys.
That's
I
right.
want the fellas to do something special.
Oh, no, what is
Now
that?
listen, girls, if you're glad to be with the man you're with, I want you boys to look over at him and say, honey, thank you for welcoming me into your world. Come on.
Oh, goodness.
Come on.
Okay. That's what
Thank
the
you,
guys
honey.
are saying?
Guys, say, honey, welcome to my world. Tell them.
That's what the guys are
All
saying.
right, girls, you look back and say, thank you, baby, but you really need a breath mint. Well, I've seen how you guys have been eating on this cruise. I tell you that.
Well, while we do our Dolly show in Branson, of course, Denny gets to do a lot of duets with me because Dolly is notorious for doing duets with wonderful entertainers like Porter Wagner and Kenny Rogers. But she had a big hit on a song that through the years has become Denny and I's sort of love song to each other. And we've had a really great time doing this one. And it was one that she did with Mr. Ricky Van Shelton, if you remember him. And they had a big hit on it. You ready to do this one?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right. This one, we're going to send this out to all the sweethearts. You know what? Before I do this, I'm going to find out, anybody here been married for 50 years or more? Oh, there we go. All right. Anybody 60 years or more? 60? No, 50. Oh, back there. Very good. Is your husband here with you? Where is he? He's taking a nap. Well, I was going to ask him how he stayed married so long, but now we know why. That's great. Well, congratulations. It kind of reminds me of this fella I was talking to a couple of weeks ago. He'd been married for 55 years, but his wife wasn't with him. And I asked him, I said, what is the secret to your successful marriage? And he said, well, every 5 years I go and take her on a trip to the islands. I said, oh, that's so sweet. He said, yeah, this is the year I have to go back and get her. We have found laughter's really important too. We hope you guys enjoy this one. It's a song Denny and I really enjoy doing. I'll do everything I can to make you proud to be my man.
And I'll fulfill all your fantasies.
I guess we're promising a lot, but for now it's all we got. And I'll stand by you through our rocking years. Rocking chairs, rocking babies, rock-a-bye, rock the babies. Side by side we'll be together always. And if you hold me tight when you love me, that's all I'll ask of you. And I'll stand by you through all rocking years.
I'll be your friend
I'll be your lover
until the end. There'll be no other.
and my heart has only room for one.
Yes, I'll always love you.
And I'll always be here for you.
And I'll stand by you
Through our rocking years. Rocking chairs, rocking babies, rock-a-bye, rock the babies. Side by side we'll be together always.
Yes, I'll always love you.
And I'll always be here for you.
And I'll stand by you through our rocking years.
Rocking chairs, rocking babies,
Rock-a-bye, rock the pages. Side by side we'll be together be here for you.
And I'll stand by you through our rocking years. Yes, I'll be here.
And I'll stand by you
Through
our rocking years.
through our rocking years.
I'm gonna tell you a true statement. We haven't sang that song since 2 seasons ago.
That's right. You did good. We're as good as those boys over there.
No. Them boys can pick anything.
Put you on the spot.
I can't even dial the radio in half the time.
Well, that song right there, the reason why that one's always been so dear to us, because Denny and I actually have 9 children and 18 grandbabies. So that song with the rocket, that just always been our song.
Well, and when we're home and we're not working, we make sure we have the grandbabies over. Now, a lot of our grandbabies have gotten so big we can sit on their lap.
One more song, or rather my husband is, and this is a great song. Everybody
before
always...
we do it, would you just remind them if anybody would...
Oh, absolutely. If anybody didn't stop by, we do have our
we'd
CDs
love
over
to
there.
have you take our CD special
We still have
home.
I have 6 of the 3-pack left. You get the book and the CDs and the
You get our gospel CD, which has about
all of it
25
for
songs. And I'm going to tell you
$30.
why. We really need to get rid of them. No.
Luggage weighs too much.
No.
Exactly.
Hey, let me
So I
tell
can
you,
use that
you don't-
suitcase for something else.
Let me tell you what, she went shopping today, and I ain't got no room in that suitcase for them CDs. I gotta put that other stuff she bought, and that tequila that's gonna come on board.
No, that's not true. Well, we're enjoying getting to know you guys, and as the week goes on, I feel like we're going to feel like family. Thank y'all for letting us be a part of this wonderful
Thank you so
group.
much.
Yeah. Jimmy's going to do one more song, and this one is one he always gets requested to do. And you know, this actually was written as a gospel song, even though it's well known as a country song.
You know, I was very blessed when I was a young man to work and tour with Roy Rogers and Dale Evans, and they were so, I was very blessed.
And Jenny worked with them for 4 years.
I did. I worked with them for 4 years, and I worked several years touring with a guy named Chris Christopherson. And I've been very blessed, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm still broke. And, I'm being honest. I'll tell you what, I figured by now I'd be on the beach somewhere. I was on the beach
You were on the
somewhere.
beach, baby. Don't complain.
Well,
Thank you, Steve.
I was on the beach looking at the people swimming while she's shopping. Okay, there we go. But anyway, this song was done first by Mr. Vaughn Monroe. Wait, and I'm going to tell you a little story about it. Maybe you don't know this. A guy that wrote this song, he wrote it for a fella by the name of Burl Ives.
Oh, yeah.
He took it to Burl Ives, and Burl Ives didn't like it. He said it has no potential. He said, I don't think it'll go anywhere. Well, it sat for about a year, and Vaughn Monroe heard it, and he recorded it, and he made a big hit out of it. After
I bet Burl was very upset.
Oh, let me tell you, after that, Burl tried to sing and record it, didn't work. But I'll tell you what, it's been done by the Sons of the Pioneers, it was done by Frankie Lane and Johnny Cash. I recorded it the very first time in 1982. So I hope you like my rendition of one called Ghost Riders in the Sky.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
I bet they know this one.
I hope so. Is it on there?
It's coming.
Old cowboy been riding out one dark and windy day. Well, upon a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw plowed through the ragged skies. And up a clouded draw. You guys know, go yippee-yi-yay. Yippee-yi-yay, yippee-yi-ho. Riders in the sky. Their brand's still on fire, those hooves are made of steel. Well, their horns black and shiny, hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky. He saw the rider coming hard. He heard Shawn Baldridge cry, oh, yippee-yi-yay. Yippee-hi-ho. Well, ghost riders in the sky. All right, y'all help me out now. They call me Johnny One Note. I used to play two at a time. All right, that's enough of my picking. Yippee-yi-yi-ho. Well, ghost riders in the sky. As the riders roped on by, heavy heard one call his name. You want to save your soul, well, riding on this range. Well, cowboy, change your way today. Now with us you will ride. Trying to catch that devil herd. All across these, where we at? Bahama skies? Well, yippee-yi-yi-ho. Well, ghost riders in the sky. Come on now, John. Well, ghost herding. You gotta help me. The sky is high. That's a low one. Guys, have you enjoyed my beautiful wife? Let her know about it. Thank y'all. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you.
That was great. Denny and Shelia, everybody, give them a big round of applause here. All right, y'all stretch your legs. We'll be right back with the GoldWing Distress.
No, I don't know that.
Give up.
Little bass.
I don't like that big.
Well, they want to check. We'll start out with a fiddle, Steve.
Checking 1, 2, 1, 2.
I need some singing. Need some singing so I can mix it. Yeah.
Start singing. Mary Ellen.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome to the GoldWing Distress. Have you enjoyed today's talents? Oh, they're good. Well, the boys are wanting me to sing a song that I hadn't sung in a while. We go as far as we can go. I know the title of it.
Make up the words.
Are you singing or am I singing? Okay.
Let Shawn sing first. Go, Shawn. Go ahead.
Okay, get back in that mic over there.
Coffee black, cigarette. Start this day like all the rest. First thing in the morning that I do, start this scene. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry. My love for you will never die. Rendezvous in the night, a willing woman to hold me tight. But in the middle of love's embrace, I see your face. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry. My
front row said she's sad because we're not going to Texas next year. It made her so sad, she won the beer chugging contest last night. That's what she said. It drove her to drinking that we're not coming back. So, think about this line tonight. Rendezvous in the night, a willing woman to hold me tight. But in the middle of love's embrace, I see your face. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry. My love for you never die. Fiddle, boy, fiddle. Play the dobro, Stu. Play the dobro. Not yet, not yet. Daddy told me to sing it again. For you again, Miss Connie. Rendezvous in the night, a willing woman to hold me tight. But in the middle of love's embrace, I see your face. Some broken hearts never mend. Some memories never end. Some tears will never dry. My love for you never die. For you, Connie. Everybody got it. Last Friday night, down at the diner, Ruth and back, they sat alone, holding hands like two young lovers. Her hair was gray and his was gone. She said to him, I'm getting older, a pretty girl, no more to be. Heaven knows I'm not an angel. And he softly said, you are to me. You are to me a girl in springtime, the one I met so long ago. A moment captured for a lifetime. That's what I see. You are to me.
said to her, my work is done now, and all that's left are memories. Heaven knows I'm not important. And she softly said, you are to me, you are to me, a boy in springtime, the one I met so long ago. A moment captured for a lifetime, that's what I see. You are to me, that's what I see. You are to me. Last Friday night, down at the diner.
Hey, what we gonna do? That was pretty good, Shawn.
If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to ease my pain? If I needed you, I'd come to you. I'd swim the seas to ease your pain. Oh, the night's forlorn, and the morning's born, and the morning shines with the light of love. What's them words, Denny? Just start back over with I needed you. Oh, take her home, boys. I can't remember the words.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do, boys. We got a fiddle up here.
This happened, Phil.
We got a fiddler up here, and we're gonna sing about a well-known fiddler, Steve. Get your banjo off. Get something you can play, son. Oh, I tell you what, I don't think I've ever enjoyed a cruise more than this one. Man, I have appreciated the talents that we've heard. Hey, we just think, boys, we got a few more days of this.
More eating, more eating. Guy's Burger, as soon as the show's over, I'm going up there.
It was good.
Listen in the Court of C, Steve, Fiddling Man. This is a song entitled The Texas Fiddling Man. Oh, we got a fiddler in the band now, boys. Let her rip. Steve, y'all want to give us a good turnaround?
Yeah. All right, let me do it here.
Not too fast.
Hear that Texas fiddling man traveling across the land, playing in the country band. See that Texas fiddler go with his fiddling bow, playing on the radio. That Texas fiddling man.
He was born just west of Dallas in an old Texas town. By the time that he was 6 years old, he was fiddling round. Texas fiddler go with his fiddling bow, playing on the radio. That Texas fiddling man.
Must be the boots.
Faded leather Sally Gate, or the Roman San Antone. He fiddles all the favorites in the style of his own. And though he makes a fortune playing music all the time, he'd still keep right on fiddling if he never made a dime. Hear that Texas fiddling band, traveling across the slang, playing in the country band. See that Texas fiddler go with his fiddling bow, playing on the radio. That Texas fiddling band. Hear that Texas fiddling band, traveling across the slang, playing in the country band. See that Texas fiddler go with his fiddling bow, playing on the radio. That Texas fiddling band. All right, we got another request. Thanks a lot.
That time and one more, I'll make twice. I played.
Thanks a lot, white brother. This one here, Mel McDaniel's came out with it,
Help us out on this one, bro.
and we want to do it and dedicate it to my wife.
Oh. You do.
I want to get her in a better mood today. Smiling and showing her teeth, ain't one of them real. Oh. All right, this is one, actually Mel McDaniel's was out of our hometown, Okmulgee, Oklahoma. And hope you enjoy. Been a while since we've done this. Give me a Nashville turnaround, okay? Not too fast, that way I don't have to think fast. Out in the front porch, sitting on a log, 22 rifle and a one-eyed dog. Yonder come the kinfolks in the moonlight, Louisiana Saturday night. Well, you get down your fiddle and you get down your bow, kick off your shoes and you throw them on the floor, dance in the kitchen till the morning light, Louisiana Saturday night. Come on, fiddle. My brother Bill and my other brother Jack, chicken in the belly and possum in the sack. 15 kids in the front porch light, Louisiana Saturday night. Well, get down your fiddle and you get down your bow, kick off your shoes and you go on the floor, dance in the kitchen till the morning light, Louisiana Saturday night. Come on up here, Paul. Show them what I taught you. get fed. Me and Hot Lips are gonna slip off the bed. Have a little fun when it's turn out the light. Louisiana Saturday night. Well, you get out your fiddle and you get out your bow. Kick off your shoes and you throw 'em on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. Louisiana Saturday night. Folks leave and the kids get fed. Me and Hot Lips are gonna slip off the bed. Have a little fun when we turn out the lights. Louisiana Saturday night. Well, you get down your fiddle and you get down your bow. Pick off your shoes and you throw 'em on the floor. Dance in the kitchen till the morning light. Louisiana Saturday night.
sister-in-law. She likes it. I'm rolling up the Hallelujah Turnpike, headed up with joy in my soul. This ringing glory bound and the devil gets slowing me down. Jesus already paid the toll. Rolling, glory rolling, heaven is Father up the road. With a turning, every turning, every time you say you those pearly gates. Jesus already paid the way.
Rolling, glory, rolling. Heaven is farther up the road. Wheels are turning, every turning. Get down to Satan slow. I'm rolling up the Hallelujah Turnpike. Get it home. Get it, buddy.
If you're not on the Hallelujah Turnpike, better turn and go the other way. Heaven won't wait, gotta make it through those pearly gates. Jesus already paid the way.
Rolling, glory, rolling. Heaven is farther up the road. Wheels are turning, every turning. Get down to Satan so slow. I'm rolling up the Hallelujah Turnpike. Get it home. That's some music right there. Boys, I tell you what, we got a fellow over here that he hasn't been singing very long, but Denny, come on up here. I told him a while ago, Denny, if you're still around, I want you to help me sing a song.
I'm still around.
How about these folks? There's something else. This will give you a clue, Denny.
What's that?
How many remember Red Foley?
Yeah.
Oh, he was a gospel singer, wasn't he?
He was.
Now, Denny, I'm going to do the first verse, okay? Because there ain't no way I'm going to try to follow you.
Oh, it all depends on what song you're going to sing.
You'll know it when I
All
start.
right.
What do we do that in, boys?
Huh?
See,
See?
See?
All right.
I don't even know what he's doing.
Okay.
I love this song, and he was one of my favorite gospel singers.
He was great.
You might be a little above him now. Oh, I'm telling you what, he was a great one.
He was.
You know, he used to have a television program out of Springfield, Missouri. You boys, Steve, won't you give us a little turnaround on the dobro?
I would if I knew it was done.
He should have.
Oh, yeah. All right. Oh, you'll like this, Denny. It don't tell us. We're supposed to read minds up here. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Let me start over here. Okay.
gentle, and the wolf will be tame, and the lion will lay down by the lamb. Oh, yes, beast of the wild shall be led by a little child. I'll be changed from this creature that I
Now everybody go.
There will be peace in the valley for me. There will be peace in the valley for me. Oh Lord, I pray there be no sadness, no sorrow, no trouble I see. There will be peace in the valley for me.
I saw the master.
You can sit down, Denny. Well, I love that boy right there. I'm telling you, his wife's got a voice on her. I saw the master this morning when he came down to wake up the world. He was sailing white clouds across heaven, moving the shadows of night. He bent down and kissed the roses and left them blushing like sweet bashful girls. Help me, Lord. I saw the master this morning when he came down to wake up the world. Come here, Denny, I want you to help us on the chorus, okay? You ever heard this song?
No. Yeah, I did. I just heard about it over there.
You're well qualified. He bent down and kissed the roses, left them blushing like sweet bashful girls. Now the chorus. I saw the master this morning. He came down to wake up the world. He gently touched the mountain and gave all the robins their song. A warm summer wind caught the lyric. A mountain brook took them along. He gently touched the mountain and I saw the master this morning when he came down to wake up the world. spill over valley and hills. It shone on the rivers like diamonds, danced on the ripples and rills. I heard a small voice inside me. I saw the Master this morning, hallelujah, when he came down to wake up the world. I saw the Master this morning when he came down to wake up the world. Can you say amen?
Over there.
How about the dobro?
But before we do, I got to make an announcement. First of all, have you enjoyed these guys? Give them a big. When we originally booked this, I was actually the one that was kind of in charge of these shuttle type deals, and we ran into a problem.
Money.
First of all, when you organize something like this, you kind of have to take it in phases. And depending on everybody's schedules and how it all comes out in the end, sometimes things don't work out the way you want them to. But anyhow, these folks over here on the second row, they were so gracious to have drove my truck, my pickup truck, and the bandwagon from the valley all the way to Houston, Texas. Otherwise, we wasn't going to have no way to get it back up here. And at the time that we put this together and had them to do that, by the way, you did a great job getting through Houston. That is a chore just to get through Houston, and thank you so much. Mr. and Mrs. Walker, right? Colton. Golden. You got Mr. and Mrs. Golden. Got them backwards. Anyway, Mr. and Mrs. Golden, thank you so much for bringing our truck, our pickup truck, and because when we get off the ship, we're going to load that trailer down and head to Branson. But thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Golden, for doing that. We really appreciate it. The next problem is we got to find them a way back home.
In the trailer.
Back down to the Rio Grande. The 2 shuttle buses are completely filled up, and I missed it by a 2 count. So what we got to do is, if anybody drove here from the valley, y'all would get us out of hot water here if we can get these 2 folks back down to the valley. If anybody drove here that might have 2 extra seats in your vehicle.
There she is. Talk to the lady in the last row.
These 2 ladies, if I remember right, you guys came from the valley from Harlingen, correct? If y'all can do that, it would really mean a lot to us, and you'd help them. We can help get them back. Otherwise, we was going to have to rent you a rental vehicle and get you back home.
Uber.
But if y'all can help us out, let's get you folks acquainted after the show here in just a second, and we'll get you guys back down the valley. Thank you to this lady right here from Harlingen. Give her a big hand, folks.
Take her up an offering, son.
Well, we'll do something, and I promise you we will. But thank you guys so much for helping us get. And I hadn't even talked to Mr. and Mrs. Golden about this. And really, we just kind of had found out about it. And the shuttle vans are not the roomiest things in the world, that's for sure. But anyway, you didn't break down getting here.
Yes.
But anyway, we'll do one more song, and then we'll be back here tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. Is it the
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
2 o'clock. We're not sure. 2 o'clock.
Everybody tell Paul it is 2 o'clock, Paul.
Not 11.
Ship time though.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. Okay.
We'll end on
Ship time.
another guy.
Denny, come up for this one.
All right.
Come on, Denny. Come on. Denny, come on. Come on, Denny. Come on.
You'll know it as soon as you
Get
do
up
it.
there. Well, you're not doing nothing, Denny. I don't want to hear you do this one. See the hand of the Father. The valley's so deep, the river's so wide. I can see the hand of the Father. When I look around, blowing in the wind, I can feel the mighty touch of the Father's love. I can see the hand, I can hear the voice, I can feel the touch of the rustle of leaves, I can hear the voice of the Father. In the thundering rain, the whistling wind, I can hear the voice of the Father. When I look around, blowing in the wind, I can feel the mighty touch of the Father's love. Everywhere I go, His presence surrounds me. I can see the hand, I can hear the voice, I can feel the touch of God. On a cold winter night, I can feel the touch of the Father. With the sun shining bright on the warm summer day, I can feel the touch of the Father. When I look around, blowing in the wind, I can feel the mighty touch of the Father's love. I can see the hand, I can hear the voice, I can feel the touch. See the hand, hear the voice, I can feel the touch. See the hand, hear the voice, I can feel the touch. See the hand, hear the voice, I can feel the touch. See the hand, hear the voice, I can feel the touch. See the hand, hear the voice, I can feel the touch. See the hand, hear the voice, I can feel the touch. See the hand, hear the voice, I can feel the touch. See the hand, hear the voice, I can feel the touch.